Most people think their problem is stress, but often the real problem is the words they speak when they are stressed. We speak too fast, we explain too much, we defend, we react, we try to win, and then we wonder why the mind feels restless at night. Today, we are talking about a quiet kind of power, the power of silence. Not silence that ignores people, silence that protects your peace, silence that gives you time to choose kindness over impulse. In a moment, I will tell you a story from India about a king and a monk, and I will show you how to use silence in your daily life without becoming cold or distant. A few words can change the temperature of an entire room, and once they leave your mouth, you cannot call them back. In Buddhist wisdom, speech is not just sound. Speech is action. It plants seeds in other hearts, and it plants seeds inside your own mind. That is why the tradition warns that the tongue can be like a blade. It can cut without drawing blood. It can leave a wound that lasts for years. Today, you will hear a story about a king who had everything, yet could not find peace. And you will learn how silence can become your strongest protection. At the end, I will give you one simple daily practice, a one-breath pause that can save you from regret. Now take one slow breath in and a slow breath out. Let your shoulders soften. Let us begin. Long ago in India, a king traveled to a forest monastery. He had wealth, power, and luxury, but his mind never rested. He told the monk, "I feel tired, frustrated, and upset. My mind is restless, even though I have everything. Please help me find inner peace." The monk listened without interrupting. Then he said, "The answer is already inside you, but you have never discovered it. I will offer you an experiment. If you complete it, your mind will become quieter." The king agreed immediately. "Anything for peace," he said. The monk gave one instruction. "Stay here for 15 days. Live simply like everyone else. Sit alone in silence and speak as little as possible." On the first day, the king felt worse. His mind became louder than ever. Questions appeared like insects in the night. Why am I here? What if this is a waste of time? I need to speak. I need to control this feeling. But he resisted. He stayed quiet. And that night, something unexpected happened. Under the noise, he noticed a small space of calm. It was faint, but it was real. On the second day, he began to see what he had been missing: the sound of wind in the trees, the shape of clouds moving slowly, birds calling to each other across the sky. For the first time in years, he was not rushing past his own life. He was actually present. As the days passed, his restlessness softened. By the 10th day, the chaos in his mind had faded. By the 12th day, meditation happened naturally. His eyes closed on their own, his breath became gentle, and his mind felt free from worry. After 15 days, the king returned to the monk and said, "I understand now. My mind was troubled because I talked too much. I judged people quickly. I carried negative thoughts and then repeated them through speech. I wasted energy on unnecessary words. My work suffered. Then I failed, and I became even more irritated. I was trapped in a cycle I created with my own mind and mouth." The monk nodded, and he said, Silence is not empty. Silence is a mirror. It shows you what is happening inside, and it gives you the power to choose. This story points to a core Buddhist practice called right speech. Right speech is not only about speaking truth, it is also about intention, timing, and kindness. And sometimes the wisest speech is no speech at all. Now let us make this practical for your daily life. How can silence help you, even if you live in a busy world? First, understand the difference between silence and suppression. Suppression is when you hold words back with tension. Silence is when you pause with awareness. Silence is space. Space is freedom. Here are 3 ways silence changes your life. First, silence protects your mind. When we speak constantly, the mind stays in motion. It feeds on reactions, opinions, and drama. Silence breaks that momentum. It lets the mind settle, like muddy water becoming clear. Second, silence protects your relationships. Most deep regrets come from words said too quickly. A sharp sentence feels powerful for 1 second, and then it costs you peace for a long time. When you pause, you give yourself the chance to respond instead of react. Third, silence reveals your real intention. Many people talk to escape discomfort. They fill every gap with noise because stillness feels unfamiliar. But that discomfort is often the doorway to wisdom. Now, here is a simple rule you can practice today. Before you speak, ask 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If you cannot answer yes to at least 2, consider staying silent for a moment. Not to be passive, but to be wise. Here is a second practice, and it is even simpler. When you feel triggered, do not reply immediately. Do 1 breath first. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Then say quietly in your mind, "Pause is power." This 1 breath can prevent 100 problems because it breaks the automatic reaction. Let me give you a modern example. You receive a message that feels rude. Your chest tightens. The mind creates a story. They disrespected me. I must defend myself. I must reply right now. That is the same restlessness the king felt on day 1. The mind wants noise because noise feels like control. Instead, use silence as strength. Read the message once. Feel your body. Take 1 breath. Then decide if a response is truly needed. If it is needed, respond with fewer words, clear words, kind words. Short speech is often stronger than long speech because long speech is often mixed with emotion. Short speech is often mixed with clarity. Now remember, silence does not mean you never speak. Buddhist practice does not ask you to disappear. It asks you to speak with awareness. When your mind is quiet inside, your words change quality. They become slower. They become cleaner. They land gently. They do not harm. They do not chase approval. They do not try to win. They try to help. Let us do a short guided practice now. It will take about 1 minute. Sit comfortably. Let your hands rest. Let your eyes soften. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Now notice your inner voice. the words you speak to yourself. Is your inner voice rushed? Is it harsh? Is it always commenting? On the next exhale, imagine turning the volume down just a little, not forcing silence, just softening. Now repeat this quietly in your mind. Less speech, more presence. One more breath in, one more breath out. Now choose one intention for the rest of your day. Today, I will speak slowly. Today, I will listen fully. Today, I will pause before I react. For the next 7 days, choose one small commitment. 10 minutes of silence in the morning, or no phone while eating, or one conversation where you listen more than you speak. Silence is not a retreat from life. Silence is a return to life, because when you stop leaking energy through unnecessary words, you recover strength, you recover focus, you recover peace. Outro. If this story helped you, try the one breath pause today, and try the 3 questions before you speak: true, necessary, kind. If you want more calm Buddhist wisdom for your life, subscribe to this channel, and in the comments, share one situation where you want to practice silence with kindness. Take one slow breath. May you be calm.